rain is finally past. Y'all know I hate rain and gray days. It's sunny with overcast. I'll take it though. Y'all come on in here. I just want to make this just a quick letter to Tiffany Haddish. It just says, "Dear Tiffany Haddish." That's the title. Y'all please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you. We're getting closer to that 1,200 mark. We can get this thing to popping, and I turn into like a more interactive podcast between us. But I want to say this. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but Tiffany Haddish has been receiving criticisms for her comments during a Netflix is a Joke tour special that she's a part of, or a tour that she's a part of, and people have been criticizing her comments about the college students who've been protesting the war in Gaza. If you're not saying it's the greatest thing, if you're not going with what is considered the going norm, you're out of line. She said, Tiffany Haddish said, if y'all students really want things to change, go and contact your local elected officials, which I thought was right. When you send them emails, send them letters, confront them publicly, and let them know if you voted for them, this is what you want in your district. And if they're federal elected officials, congressmen, U.S. congressmen, U.S. senators, those who make the federal laws, what have you, as well as your state and local lawmakers, you have to let them know what you want. So she was right about that. But I guess people didn't like her rough delivery of it all. One person who didn't particularly care about was Amanda Seales. So, I think we've stopped giving any fucks about what Amanda Seales thinks, right? Okay, let's move on from her. And she really has no room to talk. She just tried to make herself all blackness overload. Nobody really cares. Who's this? John Smith? He said, John asked me why do I sound so white. I don't know what that's supposed to mean when you've gone to college, you've read a book or two, you've had conversations with people who also mastered an English language. But that's just how I sound, John. If you were to meet me in person, I sound the same way. So, but I do amp it up a little bit on YouTube, just a little. But I think my cadence in my presentation has nothing to do with Caucasian. Unless you're one of those stupid bastards who think that anything that's done properly is associated with white. You one of those retarded motherfuckers? Okay. Well, as I was saying, and she has no room to talk. And and so and so she has no room to talk. Who's this for saying what's up? What's up? I don't know who you are, brother. All right. John said, calm down with the big words. Man, you probably should have graduated high school. What big words have I used? Except for big words. Damn. And so anyway, and again, like I said, we've long since moved on from Amanda Seales. But I want to say this, Tiffany Haddish, you're going through your thing, and we all know if you don't say anything positive on behalf of Israel, you are out of line, and you are wrong, you're anti-Semite. And so what she was saying was, look, while y'all protesting all on these campuses and getting arrested and all these things, if y'all really want things to change, go to your state and local politicians if you want things to change, even foreign policy. But she said, fuck college. I never went to college. Who cares? And a couple of people booed her. She said, boo what? Boo because I didn't go to college. I said, fuck college, or boo because I think what they're doing is stupid, or something like that, right? So, I just want to say this to you, Tiffany Haddish. And I think this is why a lot of people are coming at you. When I was young and on a college campus, shout out to my Grambling State University, the Grambling State University. I was involved in protests on campus, things that were going on in the world, in this country, as well as the world around us. And believe it or not, it does help when the world sees that other people are not cool with what's going on and where they are. Let me give you an example. See, had there not been any protests, people say during the civil rights movement, the world will never have known about how Black Americans were being treated like dogs. If there were not any protests on college campuses, if there were not any protests, Tiffany, people would not have known how much America really disliked that Vietnam War. And there were young college students across the board. So it is a good thing that people stand up and use their voices. We can't tell them what to stand up for and who to stand up for. All we want to do is encourage them to use their voices, however they want to, as long as they stand up and they speak up. And if you get lucky, some of their voices could be heard so loudly that it could positively impact you. A lot of people stood up when Black Americans stood up and let the world know that this is how America treats its natural born, even though enslaved and brought over Blacks, taxation with no representation. And so, Tiffany, I have to disagree with you. College students are very important when it comes to moving the needle politically, moving the moral compass, moving the character needle, if you will. Young college students are the ones who really push protests forward. Because one thing I've always learned that they don't send 40-year-olds to war, they send 18-year-olds. And if our young people all sat around and not gave a damn about anything, the country will never ever change some of its policies that are not very favorable to a particular group. A lot of young people, a lot of people on college campuses, they protest on behalf of trans and LGBT. And things have worked for that group. So they're saying that, hey, I don't agree with the slaughter of a certain people over in the Gaza thing. I don't agree with the president funding one side against the other. That's what they're protesting. For those of you who want to know why college students are protesting across the country. Mainly at these big white schools. I haven't heard of any HBCUs really protesting. For me, it's a good thing. But yeah, Tiffany, that's the significance of young people standing up, regardless of what we agree or disagree with what they're standing up for. Thank God for our youth. Because a lot of you old motherfuckers, y'all got your Social Security, you got your good jobs, y'all, whatever you got your comfortability, and because of young people historically. So you don't have anything to say about anything. You're not finna get out in the streets for anything because it doesn't affect you now that you're over 40. You got your family, you got your house, your car, your business. Or some of you just plain old cowards. So let's not attack our young people. I may not agree, but one thing I'm not gonna do is attack our young people. Because if it were not for young people, America wouldn't be as free as it is. They send 18-year-olds to the military, not 40 and 50-year-olds, to do the heavy fighting that you don't want to do. So those young people across the campus, across the country on these college campuses, they're actually doing something that may actually benefit all of us at some point. I just want to share that, Tiffany, and anybody else who's confused about why they are. At first I was like, why the hell? But then I thought about it. Hey, I was one of them. When I was young, when I was 19, when I was 20, when I was on my college campus, I spoke up and spoke out against certain things. So I'm not gonna, because I've lived my young life. I'm 55 years old, my career's set, I'm still working and stuff, but things aren't as hard as it was for me when I was young. But I'm not gonna allow even my smidget of comfort cause me to frown upon what young people are doing. They're doing something actually righteous. I wish a lot of you old cowards would stand up against some things that need to be done. Instead of sitting back and watching the youth be what you're afraid to be. That is, a man or a woman when it comes to particular topics that you believe in. So, Tiffany, honey, even though you didn't go to college, There have been college students over the decades that have fought for your right to say what you said during your comedy set. All right? It's your man Rico the Opinionist. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to y'all a little later. I got like 5 more videos I need to make. So y'all stay tuned, all right? Peace.